So at Kentuck, I manage the Red Dog Potters, and then I also teach ceramic workshops, so pottery wheel, hand building, to kids and adults.
To get your clay prepared, you prepare your wheel, set it all up, get your water and ribs, sponges and all that sort of thing. Decide a general idea in my case of what you're going to make, but nothing specific. I will measure out what I think is going to be a good sized bowl, put it down on the wheel and start up. After you've made the piece on the wheel, you put it aside. Again, let it dry some more until it's what we call bone dry. And that's as dry as it will get in the temperature and humidity that we have. Then you fire the piece in bisque fire. And what that does is change the clay into ceramic. The clay is very soft and porous, which we want, because our next step is to apply a liquid glaze to it. You then, when that's nice and dry, you put that in the kiln, fire it to 2250 degrees, and then at that point you're through.
So the Red Dog Potters is a group of about 40 people. There have been many community members that just have an interest in clay, and they come here and they're able to pay a monthly due and use the studio and the equipment as much as they want.
It's much better to work in a community environment. You learn things from people. You see what they're doing, what mistakes they make, so you don't make the same ones. And there's a good deal of just camaraderie.
And then 2 times a year we do sales. So we sell at the DCAF Festival, the Druid City Arts Festival. So a lot of them aren't trained artists, so it gives them the experience of like selling their work and the opportunity to, talk to other artists, to meet potential customers, and to just have that experience of community together, but also with the general public. I would absolutely encourage people to support local artists. Each piece is created by each artist with love and with craft and technique that can't really be replicated in a factory or by a machine. I think the impact that art has made in my life is just kind of seeing how it can draw people together and how it kind of breaks free of normal boundaries. I love seeing how art can impact other people, especially in teaching art. A lot of people, especially adults, have a fear that they can't do art or not good at art. And I get a lot of comments when I'm teaching my classes that, oh, my art teacher in elementary school said I did bad at this one project, so that kind of turned me off of art. It makes me incredibly sad that that was the impact that art had on their life. So I'm supportive and I try to help them in their journey towards art.
After you sit down on the wheel, it is a very contemplative process. It's very difficult with that clay, with the wheel spinning and the clay sliding between your hands. It's very difficult to think about anything else, good or bad, that's going on in your world.
I don't know, I just get really locked into it, and it makes me feel probably the best I could feel when it's completed and I'm done with it, and I really am in love with the final outcome.
Having a creative outlet is terribly important.
Especially if your job isn't creative, or if your day-to-day life you're not experiencing a lot of creativity. I think it's important to give yourself an outlet for that.
Participating in art or crafts at almost any level is, in my opinion, important. Every person has a creative spark. It may not be pottery, it may be painting, it may be woodwork, who knows. But everybody has, I think, in them not only the ability but the need to make things.